Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Yes, when I saw that you were doing the town hall, I just thought that I should just come on and perhaps say some remarks and say hello to all my Biafran friends. So great to see you, Mr. Prime Minister, and all of the guests here today. Hello to all of you. As the Prime Minister has noted, we had an extraordinarily eventful week. Many of you have probably seen many of these activities on the Prime Minister's Twitter handle, his X handle, and it was extremely significant. The chief of our wonderful chief of staff was in Washington, D.C. I took her to see some element policymakers. We had an important meeting with Congressman John Carter of Texas, who was very sympathetic to our cause, and we briefed him on the accomplishments of the Briggy government, on the great leadership of the Prime Minister, and also spoke very bluntly about the criminal nature of the Nigerian government. And we got some very strong commitments of support from him. He's another friend of Biafra. We also had, and the Prime Minister made a tweet about it, and Prime Minister, I'm glad to see it's now over 100,000 views, an important meeting with Ambassador Tibor Nagy, who was a very senior official in the State Department for many decades, former U.S. Ambassador to Ethiopia. He was the Assistant Secretary of African Affairs under President Trump between 2018 to 2021. And we had a very exceptional meeting with him. And we were able to speak to him for, I believe, over an hour. And he's someone who's very important because if the Republicans win in November, I believe he'll have an even more senior position in the next State Department. So we've received a lot of positive receptivity in our meetings. A lot of, and I'm not mentioning everything. I'm just mentioning a few things from this week. We've had many other meetings with senators and congressmen and so forth. I'm just relaying from the past few days. And we've privately gotten some very strong commitments. And in fact, a lot of them have said, why haven't the Biafrans approached us sooner? No one's ever brought this to our attention. So, as the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. So all we have to do is ask. We're now making our requests, and it's being received very well. I think it's important to understand, and this is what it's important for all the Biafrans to understand is for the United States to assist Biafra, there needs to be a formal request. There needs to be an explanation of the situation in order for them to intervene. You can't expect the international community or the U.S. government to intervene with something when you haven't even formally asked them for something. The analogy I would use would be if you go to a restaurant, you don't order off the menu and then you blame the restaurant for not giving you food, right? You have to tell the U.S., the international community, hey, this is the problem and this is what we want you to do. It's that simple. And we're doing it, and we're doing it successfully. And we're making huge progress very quickly. And I'm very excited. And also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, I had the great honor on Thursday of visiting the Biafra headquarters in Maryland and meeting with the diaspora. You have a marvelous headquarters in Maryland, Prime Minister, and it's, I think, a testament to the achievement of the government. And I was greeted with the most wonderful hospitality and graciousness, and I appreciate the warmth I've received from many Biafrans so far. You have a beautiful headquarters. I think it's a testament to your leadership, Prime Minister, and the achievements of this government. And I enjoy interacting with and learning from the Biafran diaspora. And in the evening, I hosted a get-together with some diasporans here in Washington, D.C., and we're going to do many more of these. And I think this is a chance where the diaspora can learn from us in terms of our political activities, but we and myself can also learn from the diaspora. And we're going to be working more closely with the diaspora. I'm sure you saw the Prime Minister's tweet about how the government is going to start to interview people for political directors. We're going to be creating a political PAC. And so our firm is going to assist with the creation of a proper infrastructure here in the United States in order to get the grassroots properly organized and mobilized. And both myself and my firm are going to help with that, and we're going to work very closely with this new structure we're creating where all the grassroots energy can be channeled in an effective manner. So I just want to say this has been a great honor. We're making enormous progress in just the first month, and we'll be making much more progress in the months ahead. I think we're going to be delivering some very big surprises for the zoo the next few months. They're not going to know what's hitting them. I mean, they're already very devastated by what we're doing. They're being hit by all sides. The Nigerian government is very worried. In fact, you might have seen some of these think tanks in the zoo are writing these letters complaining to the U.S. government. Oh, what is this lobbying, and we don't like it, and so forth. So clearly, what we're doing is scaring them, and they should be scared, as I've said in the town hall on Thursday. So once again, it's a great honor, Prime Minister. I appreciate you indulging me in making my brief remarks, and I just thought to say hello since you were conducting this town hall, and thank you again for the opportunity.
Mr. Bara, quickly respond to this question that has to do with Simon Ekpa not being perturbed, because this is a man who have been declared wanted by Nigerian sovereign state, still forging ahead to hire a lobbyist, and he's still pushing further to see that Biafra is restored. Does it mean that this man is not scared, he's not afraid?
You see, Simon Ekpa is a man who has a focus. And what he focused to do, nothing can distract him from that his focus. And his focus is right. And what is his focus? Just for the liberation of Biafra. God to use him to make sure Biafra get their independence out of this contraction called Nigeria. And because of this, Nigerian government became afraid of him. And they think that without them doing something, Simon Ekpa will succeed. But whether they do something or not, Simon Ekpa have already succeeded, because the hand of the God Almighty is upon him to use him as an instrument in absence of Carlo to deliver Biafra out of the hand of Nigeria. And this is why Nigeria declare him wanted of no cause. What the crime that he committed that made Nigeria to declare him wanted? The wanted Nigeria declare him is just like when a lizard climb Iroko tree. The scratch of lizard fingernail on Iroko tree doesn't show any sign on him. So the declaration that declare him as a wanted person do not remove anything from his body, do not show any sign of symptom or confusion in him, did not show any sign of fear or what he's doing that is wrong. It doesn't show it in him. Rather, it makes him to have more energy, more boast, that Nigeria recognize what he's doing, that is right.
I'm saying this man is not disturbed and he's not afraid. And this is a man that is saying by December, I'm going to officially announce the sovereign state of Biafra. Do you think he can contend with Nigerian forces?
If declaring him wanted has nothing to do with him, has fear in him or discouragement in him, he cannot come out openly, boldly, and announce that on so and so day he will declare restoration of Biafra. And immediately he said this thing on December 2nd December of this year, he will declare the restoration of Biafra. This put more fear into Nigeria. Nigeria are the one that is fearing him. He's not fearing Nigeria. And the fear of Simon Ekpa by Nigeria made them to declare him wanted. And declare him wanted makes Simon Ekpa to have more courage to know that these people recognize what he is doing, that he is right. And he give him more boldness and courage to continue doing what he's doing in abroad. And the people in abroad recognize him. That is why I think some time ago, Lieutenant General Christopher Musa said that the Finland government, European Union, which is EU, and the other international community, including America, they support Simon Ekpa in what he's doing. Why should they support him? Even recently, I think I saw it in a post. This protest they organized, this protest that's going on now. I think Shetima Vice President said that Finland, Europe, Simon Ekpa, and America are behind. They are one of the sponsors of this protest. I think I saw it somewhere on the net.
Who said so?
Vice President
Of
Nigeria. I saw it.
But that is a big allegation. Is this something have a good authority you are speculating?
Excuse me. I cannot say what I did not see. YouTube may delete it at any time, or the person that posts it,
You know whether it's fake news or propaganda.
I said I saw it. That's why I said I'm not sure. I'm not the one that's saying it. If I do what I says, I will say authoritatively, authoritative that I am the one saying it, that I saw him. But I said I think I saw it, which means anybody can post it and anybody can delete it. You understand? So if you watch it, Nigeria government declared him wanted, does not remove anything from him, and does not stop his activities.
I think I must say a very big thank you for your time, Mr. Okpara. Thank you very much. This is Satellite Media. This is a good place to let you go. Thank you very much. Mr. Okpara, I want you to respond to the statement that came from Biafra Lobbyist. I'm talking about the lobbyist that is based in Washington, D.C., giving updates about what he's doing to help actualize Biafra. Remember that Simon Ekpa recently hired a lobbyist who is based in faraway Washington, D.C. He has said recently that he's pushing for Biafra restoration, and that he's trying to make the American government buy into it, and equally the international community. Let us get your immediate reaction. Is it a welcome development?
Yes, it's a welcome development. The lobbyist is doing the right thing. As Simon Ekpa and Biafra Republic government in exile employed him, need his assistance and call him, he respond. Therefore, whatever he did or wherever he reach, he will come back and give them report, see where I have reached. Then both Simon Ekpa and the other cabinet of Biafran Republic government in exile, including him, the lobbyist, will put head together and know the next plan or strategy to follow. And if you look at the man is doing things as a lawmaker. You know, he's ex-lawmaker. And he's doing his work as a man who understands what government means, who understands the tactics of government and the way of fighting for independence or self-determination. Therefore, for him to come and tell the Biafrans or Simon Ekpa that he is working for American government to buy the idea of Biafra restoration, you can see that the man is making progress, because since he joined hands with Biafrans to lobby for Biafra recognition, you can see there's more response from American people, even though not American government, American individually. They are responding. And by God's grace, he was in government before. I can know how to talk to government. We know what you talk to government, American government, to accept recognition of Biafra. And he had been a man who can be able to talk into international community. He will know how we continue to put the agendas. But all I understand, the task for him to fulfill is not for one day. It's not for 1 week. It's not for 1 month. It's a process task. From one nation to another nation, from one organization to another organization, from one individual to another individual. You understand?